What up gamers, I'm Sir Mav and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal series. If you're new here, the Arsenal series is where together we deep dive into each weapon for Battlefield 5 within each class and compare them to one another to provide insight on which is truly the best weapon for that class on the battlefield. Today we're going to discuss the medic weapons and how they compare to one another to give you the best options when playing the medic class. I'm not going to go through all the calculations here, so if you want to know how everything is calculated within the Arsenal series, be sure to check out my first episode over the best weapon in the Assault class. You can either click the card above or click the link in the description box down below to watch that video. Keep in mind that there has been updates to a few Assault weapons since then, but the recommendations still remain the same. I'll be doing a run through on the MAS 44 as soon as I get the chance, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you find this video helpful, give it a like and tap fire subscribe for future updates and more on the Arsenal series for Battlefield 5. Be sure to comment down below your favorite medic weapon and tell me if you were surprised in where it ranked within this analysis. Now without further ado, let's get into each weapon for the medic class. So while running these tests with the medic weapons, I found it interesting that all the medic weapons actually have the same damage numbers and damage fall off in Battlefield 5. Yes, that's right, there is no difference in damage for any of the medic weapons. What actually differentiates them between one another is their reload speed, rate of fire, and of course, your preferable recoil. The medic weapons are also all SMGs, so you'll definitely want to be up close and personal with your enemy in any given situation on the battlefield. You could maybe get away with longer distances with the Sten and ZK383, but it's still not recommended. So with that, let's start and talk about this with your rookie weapon, the Sten. The Sten has a mediocre rate of fire at 540 and houses a decent mag size of 32 bullets. The only perk within the specialization tree that benefits DPS for the Sten is the quick reload perk that allows the Sten to go from an already quick 2.35 second reload time to 2 seconds. This makes the Sten optimal for taking down targets and then taking cover to reload and then raining back down fire on the enemy. With the meager recoil, the Sten is also easy to control at longer distances, but still not recommended. If you come up against an assault player, you're likely not going to win that fight on equal terms. Next up, we have the Suomi Kp 31. The Suomi is a great gun for close distance engagements, but due to its insane recoil, it's not optimal for anything further than 20 meters. Showcasing the fastest rate of fire at 770, which can be increased to 981 with the specialization equipped, and 20 rounds in the mag makes this weapon the best for burst fire damage output. Keep in mind though, the Suomi has the longest reload speed in the medic class at 3.25 seconds, which makes it risky when fighting multiple targets with the rate of fire specialization, especially with 20 rounds in the mag, so it's best to go with an extended magazine option here for sustained fights. Next up we have the MP40. Now let's just stop here. I'm not going to waste your time going over crap guns. The MP40 is basically the Sten, but without the fast reload speed and accuracy of the Sten. So let's cut out these crappy guns in the medic class, as their current status, you shouldn't use them. The MP40, EMP, and MP34 are SMGs you're not going to want to use out on the battlefield. Unless the dev team makes some changes in the near future with the damage numbers for these SMGs, due to their slow rate of fire, these weapons are not optimal to use as a medic. So with that, we'll skip to the MP28, your fourth gun to unlock in the medic class. The MP28 has a high enough rate of fire to keep it up to par with the top weapons at a rate of 670 rounds per minute. It has a good reload speed at 3 seconds and houses a standard mag of 30 bullets, which you can increase to 50 with the extended mag option in its specialization tree, which you're going to want to equip as it will further increase the DPS of this gun. Its recoil is controllable thanks to the specialization perks, which makes it an early contender as a top weapon in the medic class. Next up we have my personal favorite, the M1928A1, or as most of you know it as, the Tommy gun. Housing the second fastest fire rate at 720 that can be increased to 900 makes it a contender with the Suomi on burst fire damage, but in my opinion 20 rounds in the mag just goes by too fast when tackling an objective with multiple enemies. So my recommendation would be to apply the specialization route that gives you access to the extended mag of 50 bullets in a mag. In true Tommy gun fashion, this will allow you to take down multiple targets before they can react to your presence on the battlefield. Last up is the newest weapon to the medic class, the ZK383. Although this SMG has a slow rate of fire at 514 rounds per minute, this is the only medic weapon that you can apply multiple DPS specializations to it in the specialization tree. You can either select both the reload speed and rate of fire specializations or combo the reload speed and extended mag specializations with the ZK. My recommendation, thanks to our test, would be to combo reload speed and rate of fire to push the ZK's RPMs to 720, placing it up to par with the Tommy gun, and then the reload speed will also push the SMG to the fastest reload time of the medic class weapons to 1.91 seconds. But wait, there's more. The ZK is the only medic weapon with a bipod, so even with the additional recoil you acquire when adding a higher rate of fire, if you find a great placement to fire in on an objective, you'll have laser beam accuracy to help in taking down targets. With this information, and once you have all the data placed into the chart, you have about 4 viable options to choose from within the medic class for Battlefield 5. From the best DPS options down, the guns you'll want to use for the medic class, you have the Suomi with the extended mag equipped, the M1928A1 or Tommy gun with the extended mag, third option will be the MP28 with the extended mag option, and last the ZK383 with the reload speed and rate of fire specialization selected. My preferable option though will always be the Tommy gun. This is just my personal preference as it has amazing hipfire accuracy already, so no need to always aim down sight. Its damage output is enough to compete with the assault players, and it has a minimal amount of recoil at longer ranges in case I need to tap fire someone down at a distance. And this brings us to the end of our journey for the medic class, for now at least. As with all the classes, I'll be sure to cover any updates as the dev team makes any changes to the weapons within each class. In the next Arsenal series, I'll cover the support class. There are 3 variations within this class, so give me a bit to test each one out thoroughly so I can provide you with the proper insights. I'll have the MOS 44 comparison up soon, so be on the lookout for that as well when it drops on the channel. Again, if you find this info useful, hit that like button and let me know down in the comments below. I want to be sure I'm giving you the needed information that is helpful for your encounters against the enemy in Battlefield 5. If you want a full breakdown of each weapon for the Assault and Medic class, I've also updated the Excel file online, so be sure to check out the link in the description box below if you're interested. Be sure to subscribe for more, and I'll chat with y'all in the next video. Until next time gamers, this is Sir Mav, signing off.